Hello guys, welcome. I am currently playing SimCity. Well, I call it SimCity 5, but EA calls it SimCity because they claim to restart the SimCity series. And today I'm going to make a new city, part of my Tokyo Bay thing. Somebody joined up here and abandoned it. They had no idea what they were doing, or it just looks retarded. Like I don't know. But these are my other cities. I plan this city right here is my like school city and airport city, and this is like just pure, just residential and commercial with some tourism in it. And I'm planning to build a airport here, so that's why I have an airport in this one. I don't know if you guys ever played SimCity because it had a very rough start in the beginning. It had a lot of bugs. It felt very incomplete. It also disappointed a lot of fans because it, like the last one, SimCity 4, which I really like, but outdated graphics and mechanics, um, was basically made like a decade ago. And after 10 years of waiting for the new one, it came out with this, which is mostly a MMO type of thing where you can interact with other people. They make cities, and you can just neighboring, like Farmville basically, but with neighbors and stuff. Well, that's what Farmville is basically. You have neighbors, but this is real time instead of just waiting to for your plants to grow or something. Well, actually, it's the same way. You're just waiting for your city to grow, but you can fast forward and stuff instead of just waiting. Uh, and so I'm planning to make a new city. I kind of already started. I started without even remembering to record because I was gonna plan to record while I make this city, but now I just remembered this is what I have so far. This is kind of like my design. A lot of the downfalls in cities in SimCity 5 or SimCity 2013, however you want to call it, is that the highway system that connects each city together for the MMO experience. A lot of cities have this one-way entrance or exit, which causes an immense amount of traffic. It's just people coming in and out of the city, and so I'm trying to basically even out or just solve the traffic problem. This layout is not perfect, but I do like this design, uh, and I want to be realistic because I've been to Tokyo before, and I want to make something, just to remember Tokyo. And this is Shinagawa, which is kind of the Shinagawa. If you read the kanji characters, it looks like cargo city or port city on the river. Uh, and this is basically what is I'm going to try to make. I'm going to try to. Well, actually, I don't even have the trade HQ. That's what I'm going to do with the other one. Trade HQ. You unlock Trade HQ by trading a bunch of stuff with minerals and resources. And once you trade it, make enough profit off of just selling these resources, you unlock the trade aspect of the game, which is right here. Trade. Yeah, so you have to get it trade HQ, and then I gotta get this to unlock a seaport. Unlike SimCity 4, where you can just plop it down, they have the option there, which speeds up the freight process. But this is what the trade depot basically is, to carry freight around. Yeah, I'm a little bit in debt because in game in SimCity I tried to make my road structure first, so I know what I'm doing end game, because I don't want to just keep growing little by little. Like I need to set up the infrastructure, or my city will just look ugly. Like I see most people that I've just observed, like they have all this open space, but it looks like a mess. And and how I do that is by taking an early loan. Don't worry, in SimCity 5 seems to be way more dumber down and easy than SimCity 4, because as you can see, my other city over there has skyscrapers. It's pretty easy to get to skyscrapers if you know what you're doing, which is pretty easy to get to. But in this but in SimCity 4, it was a much more challenging game. It was more realistic. Well, this is pretty realistic too, but um, it was much more complicated. You probably go in debt before you get skyscrapers or your first skyscraper in your city in SimCity 4. It was very difficult. But now this game is just kind of looks like a just like a toy game. But I like this game nonetheless. It's pretty cool. But also watching it grow. I also bought like the German set because I want the high speed train thing. Because ever since I've been to Japan, I've been amazed by trains, Shinkansen, that I rode on across Japan. And I also unlocked the airship thing because I like airships. Any one of you that played Red Alert 2, Kudov reporting airship that drops bombs. All right, well, enough talking. I'm going to start building. I'm going to speed up this video. You get to see how I get to build this city. It's probably going to take a few days, but I'm going to do what I can now. All right, let's get going. guys. I'm going to stop here. City's just going to keep on growing, and there's not much space for improvement. I don't think I have enough space for what I wanted to do with a port. I don't even have the trade HQ anyway, unless I keep selling these alloys. But hope you guys enjoyed it and liked the design of my city. The looks of it looks natural. This I tried to make like kind of like a highway thing like this, but apparently, you know, SimCity lacks that feature. So I try to really control traffic like this, where I have this whole district right here, leaving this one exit into most of the part of the game. Like I had this whole industrial area, only accessible. Whoops, that's my friends on TeamSpeak. They're playing PR, but the industrial area is only accessible through one area right here. And then as I observe traffic right now, as it was getting worse, I opened up more exits or entries and exits for this whole district right here.
Switch?
I cannot switch, Mert.
Alright, and yeah.
Oh, Vapoman just got team killed.
Yeah, they're playing Project Reality 1.0. I'm gonna hop on later, but yeah, I'm gonna make some more videos in the future. Probably, I'm gonna work on zombies. Oh yeah, how to counter zombies is if you have a good enough police force, you can kill the zombies before they do anything to your city much, like abandoned buildings. But what the heck? I accidentally destroyed a building. But as you can see, during the whole game, I had like very low crime. As you can say, like real Japan, they don't have much extreme crimes or whatever. But I'm not sure if my tiny police force can counter all those zombies. But at least I don't have crime, you know. The zombies don't come on too often.
49-48 now, comedy.
Hope you guys enjoy it. And
49-48
sayonara.
now again.